Yo, everybody, what is up? Welcome back to more Attack on Titan. We have today episode 5 of Attack on Titan. It is called First Battle, Battle of Trost. I don't know what Trost is, but first battle, we're finally gonna have our first battle. Last episode, we got left on a crazy change, on a crazy note, with the Colossal Titan appearing out of nowhere, again breaching Wall Rose like it did Wall Maria 5 years ago, prior to that event when Eren and everybody experienced the first wall breach in the outer city of Wall Maria, and then the breach into Wall Maria. So this is happening 5 years later, as far as I can tell. It's 2 years after the enlistment, so our peeps do have their skills ready a little bit. In fact, I think was today the same day as graduation, or I think it was maybe like the day after, because they had the night where they were celebrating during the night their graduation and everything, and then they had the back and forth where they said, hey, Eren had that speech where he said, I'm not gonna go that route, I'm gonna go into the core because I want to fight the Titans, I'm gonna go into the Survey Corps. And then night passes, morning comes, we're on the wall, and people are saying, hey, I think I'm gonna join you. So basically the day after graduation, which, damn, what timing? Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. But yeah, the Colossal Titan appeared out of nowhere, breached the wall again, kicked it in. What are we expecting this episode? Personally, I'm expecting a lot of fights, a lot of gore. We're probably gonna see some of our people get hurt, because fighting those Titans is gonna be no joke, and they're probably gonna try to prove that by having some of our brand new graduates come face to face with some less than pleasant interactions, to say the least. But yeah, last episode was really cool. Aside from that ending part, which was bonkers, that was crazy. That was like really cool. We had some other interesting stuff. We got to see a little bit more of everybody's relationship. It seems like a lot of people really respect Eren and admire him, and a lot of them kind of share a similar mindset and frame of mind insofar as how they want to proceed forward after the graduation, how they want to deal with the Titans, stuff like that. So it's interesting to see that there is this sort of like spirit that the people have, that a lot of these graduates have, to fight Titans and to try to reclaim freedom, their independence. Eren comes at it from a place of anger mostly, but he does mean well. And I think everybody else has a very similar, through Eren's eyes, we kind of see the personal side of it, but I think everybody else can relate to Eren because of the personal trials and tribulations that they've experienced. So it's cool. We see a little bit more of that discord between Eren and John, who does not want to go into the Survey Corps at all, and instead wants to be one of the king's kind of guards. And yeah, he wants to go that route. I feel like they'll probably push him in the other direction. There's going to be some kind of like change within him personally that's going to it's going to motivate him to join them, because I mean, they're good friends. Even if they butt heads a lot, they're good friends, Eren and John. So I feel like they're gonna see each other again real soon. But I feel like somehow John is gonna end up just going with them. I don't know. We saw some more stuff with Sasha stealing the meat and more absurdities. It was a really interesting choice by the creators to kind of do this. And it was such an abrupt change at the end of the episode. I was literally thinking to myself, like, wow, we're kind of picking up pace. Everybody's getting acclimated and kind of situated into this anticipation, this excitement, this yearning to kind of start going out and fighting Titans and all that. And the Titans just bring the fight to them out of nowhere. Again, 5 years later, randomly another breach. So this is going to be a pretty hectic episode, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, Battle of Trost, I'm assuming maybe that's the city where they're at currently. They're probably in the city of Trost, I would assume, within Wall Rose. And it's also really interesting now that we have Wall Rose breached. How is the government going to respond to that? Because they can't pull the same strategy of running away and of kind of regathering their resources and recuperating and fleeing the wall and essentially giving up on it, because that's what they did with Wall Maria. Mind you, they probably don't have a choice, because the amount of people that they have within Wall Rose, they may not be able to support that many people if everybody goes to the innermost wall. So it's going to be interesting how they respond to that. I know that our squad is going to try to protect as many people as they can, because our squad is filled with the dopest people on earth. But I'm real worried that some of them are not gonna make it. I highly doubt that they're gonna kill people off this early into the show, but I don't know. Let's get into it. Whoa, that colossal titan. Oh my god. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, so he is delayed with his movement, but he's still kind of fast. Look at the animation. The colossal titan he's smart. It's no coincidence he went for the gate either. That's right. That colossal titan is a strategist. It's thinking. It's sentient. Hell yeah. How are you gonna like? You can't slash him. Your sword's how big he is. These swords are made for like small titans or average titans. It's not made for this. It's like 50 times normal titan. What? What was that? Wow. Trying to protect his neck. Can you like teleport? The colossal titan vanished? Bro. Also, seems like there's not that many titans right now. Go ahead and plug in the wall, man. Contingency plan. Okay. Yes, the advanced team. Ooh, look at that. They have the wall rose patch on them. So these are kind of like the inner government guards. I guess they're a little bit more like established, if you will. Damn, that's a lot of people. Wall rose is super crowded. I bet it's because it's a number of people that came from Wall Rose. I like their outfits. That looks dope. Okay, this is a contingency plan. It seems like okay. Nice. So they shoot first, and then they go for the kill with the swords. Damn, it's Armin's a bit shell-shocked right now. Oh damn, Armin's losing his mind. Stay in the pocket. Lock in. You're good, Eren. You're good. You're good. But this is scary. Let's do it. Damn. Every single face of these titans is traumatizing in its own right. There's no titan that looks like okay. Okay, so this must be one of the nobles. Every month. That's tough. Marquise Bart. Ah, yes. One of the fat cats. Literally. Ooh. Mm-hmm. That's right. Why is he telling me about fate? Yep, I figured. Damn right. You are the commander. He's got an obligation. Okay. This guy's awful. He's gonna tell him, because I'll let you win. Please say it. Please say it. Yeah. Damn right. That's enough. Man, he saved face. He had somebody else speak for him. Please enjoy a peaceful day as you would any other. Man, that was like kind of backhanded a little bit, but also earnest. Damn, is this guy the brother to Keith? Why's he got those eyes? Vanguard, middle guard, rear guard. Interesting strategy. So they got three. Those guys behind seem like they know something, but they don't want to say it. Damn, they didn't have to animate it. Bro, these guys will never stop fighting.
内地だったんだぞ。落ち着け。落ち着いて死に逃げっつうのが。違う。シェドウ吐いた3年間を。3年間。俺たちは何度も死にかけた。実際に死んだ奴もいる。
Wow, that's crazy.
残れる。
Again, Eren is
今日生き残って
gives leadership.
明日内地に行くんだろ。
Live to see another day. You'll get there eventually. Come on, John. Just play ball.
行くぞ出せ。いつまでも泣いてん
All
じ
you
ゃね
gotta do. Stop sobbing. Man,
エレン、
jeez, that is
私はあなたを守る。
what I will
お前
protect.
何言ってん
She
の
really wants to protect.
お前は特別に公営部隊だ。ついてこい。
私の腕では。
Oh no. So they have the rear guards to protect the
いい加減に
civilians,
しよう、ミカサ。
and then they have the front guard to act as the main
人類
line
滅亡の危機だぞ。
of offense, I
何
guess.
て。
Intermediary. Man, Mikasa's so sad about that.
私は冷静じゃなく。
Damn, she has to apologize for wanting to be there for Eren and save him?
頼みがある。
I promise you, I think Eren will not die. But, damn, dude, what the hell was that?
死なないさ。
Why was he like,
俺は
what was that?
こんなところで死んでら
Eren can be a little mean sometimes.
れよ。何も知らないんだから。
You will one day. I'm sure of it.
存在
They
せ
like
ず
sexual organs.
繁殖方法などは不明だが、
Means of reproduction remains unknown. I mean, they have to be spawned. Most appear male.
その
That's also
体
another
は
thing
極
too
端に
that I
高温で
didn't even mention.
難解
Really
な
high
こと
body
に
temperatures.
人間以外の生物には一切の関心を
And
示
they
さ
show
ない。
no interest in increasing besides humans. Yeah.
陸にあるのではないかとされている。
Designed
そして
to kill
ここま
humans.
で人類が追い詰められた最大の要因は、巨人の脅威
Yes.
した頭部は 1,2 分ほどで元通りになって
Oh, they
し
have
まう。
regenerative powers. They're
でかい
basically
だ
a
けでも
million
厄
like
介なのに。
Wolverines.
教官、
Wow.
それでは巨人は不死身だ。
I would imagine not.
巨人を倒す方法は一つ。
Yes.
スピード昇格間違いなしだ。
I'm sure of it. But you look nervous about that. Armin's gonna believe in your words, though. Oh. That was an interesting reaction that Armin gave. He gave a
今
reaction
期の
like, yeah, I
調
don't
査
believe
兵
you,
団志
but
願者はいっぱいいるんだからね。
the gear. That's so cool. This is such a like interesting form of movement. Oh,
巨人がもうあん
there
な
we
に。
go. There we go. Those are the Titans. Those are the Titans.
やってんだ。普段威張り散らしてる先輩方は。これはあまりにも。
You're going into the belly of the beast, my
どう
friend.
した。
Whoa. No. Thomas!
あれ。
Guys, a perfect. No, swallowed whole! Oh my god! And that Titan looks like a Louis Vuitton model. Why? What's with the hair? Why do they all look like that? Oh damn, Eren's mad.
ますよ。絶対に逃がせ。
Yo! What? I thought this was gonna happen. Don't die, don't die. Okay. Damn. This guy's a zipper face. That is a big mouth. And Armin's rendered. He's pulling a Hannes right now. God. Eren lost a leg. Damn. Oh
食われてる
no.
光景を眺めているんだ。
That looks wrong. Ooh. Oh my god, Father Time.
どうして
Bro,
僕の体は動かないんだ。
Armin's just gonna get. No. No way. He's inside? Oh my god. Getting a flashback. Damn, I didn't expect this many people to
おじいちゃ
die.
んが隠し持ってた藩は海っていう水で覆われているんだって、しかも海は全部塩水なんだって。
塩だって。嘘つけ。
Imagine you never saw the sea in your entire life.
世界はこの壁の中の何倍も広いんだ。
That's a good question. Who made that book? We got Mr. Eren, help! How did he just move? Holding on to the mouth of this tank, but how is this thing open though? Yo, chill. Ain't no way that he's got the strength. No.
教えてくれたから。
If this one closes his mouth right now,
外の世界に。
taking something too long. Oh my god. I'm losing his mind. My classical would definitely losing his mind. Oh damn. Oh damn. They really just sent them all to their deaths. They had no reinforcements. It was just them. What? What was that? What was that? What was that episode? Bro, last episode we got shocked because the Colossal Titan reappeared and now suddenly we're in the thick of it. This episode, oh, hey, yo, sorry. We gotta kill like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. Yeah, one of them is gonna be the main character, by the way. I'm assuming Eren's somehow not dead. He will claw his way out of Father Time with, he might be younger, I don't know. I keep calling it Father Time just because it's such an interesting looking Titan too. It's very distinguished. It's just this old looking guy, just an old man. Yeah, that was insane. I think the coolest and probably the scariest thing about this episode was the introduction of that jumping Titan. Bro, this is Left 4 Dead. What was that? What kind of hunter, like, character? What kind of variant of Titan was that? That was insane. The way that it murked Thomas was insane. It sniped him from across easily, like, what, 30 meters? Just pounced, soared through the sky, caught him in his mouth, and then hung next to hung up to a building. And then we just see him get swallowed whole in front of us. Well, Eren was technically the first one to kind of disband. Immediately after that, because he got emotional, went straight for a kill, and then like a dummy, he gets attacked and he loses his leg. Like he loses his foot and his calf. So he's rendered like useless, basically. And then everybody else kind of starts moving and dispersing because they're just getting frantic. And sure enough, we got people that are, 2 of them were on the verge of getting eaten. And Armin he pulls a Hannes. He like loses his sense of self. He's frozen in this state of fear. He's paralyzed. And then out comes this old looking Titan with a beard, picks him up and then tries to eat him. Eren sees that and then goes to save Armin, and now Eren is trapped inside of the Titan and he lost another limb, another appendage. He lost one of his arms and Armin is traumatized. And Mikasa will be very traumatized. This was crazy. This was insane. Let's go ahead and backtrack real quick because I know that I'm still kind of harping on this, but let's talk about some other stuff from this episode. We got a little bit more world building, like a touch more world building. We got to see the noble, I forgot his name, but he was like a higher noble kind of person who was playing the chess game with Pixis, I think is his name, the commander. And he said the thing of like, oh, they're expendable, all that. So we kind of got a little bit more of a sense of this world in terms of the inequality that seems inherent in this system, where they kind of have the fat cats at the top that get to live kind of privileged lives. And he was stuffing himself with crumpets and everything. Meanwhile, you have absolute hysteria, mass hysteria in the streets within Walrose. People are just like literally shoulder to shoulder, standing on the streets, trying to figure out what to do, trying to evacuate. And then you have this like, it feels honestly like a last minute, just like scramble to get different soldiers together and then just push them out, see what they can do. I bet you I will bet you that this was a very intentional choice by the government to just kind of sacrifice some of their soldiers. They just kind of chose people, seemingly at random, I would say, to send them to that front guard position. And yeah, they got messed up hard. 0 reinforcements. So really the people that got sent there was just our people. There was nobody else. Where is Levy? Where is like the actual survey corps? Like, where are they? Nowhere to be found. So imagine, how will our people survive? They can't. This is a very, very difficult situation, including the fact that not only are they dealing with the Colossal Titan, but they're dealing with some kind of crazy Titans as well. That jumper guy, that jumper Titan is like really random. Also, it seems like the Titans by default have this style of almost like a drunken monkey style where you can't really anticipate what their next move is. So it keeps you guessing and it's really dangerous. They're super like hard to counter, it seems. At least for these new recruits that are recent graduates that have never fought Titans before. Come on, they used them as bait. Let's be honest. They used them as a buffer to stall for time, period. Point blank, period, in the story. I'm assuming next episode, somehow Armin and Eren are gonna get themselves out of this pickle. I don't know how, but I feel like they will, somehow. Mikasa, I'm just curious what they're gonna make her do. I'm assuming she's just gonna stand around and just protect nobles and stuff, and she's probably gonna get fed up with it. That's kind of my anticipation or my assumption. What I hypothesize will be in the next episode. She'll just kind of get fed up because she feels like she's being used for purposes that are less than what she can really do. Truthfully, she should have been sent out into the front guard defense because she would have been killer on offense. Oh, she would have murked those Titans easy. Instead, and you know, this harkens back to what they talked about a little bit in episode 3 and episode 4, where Annie mentioned that the better you are, the more they keep you within the walls, the closer they put you, or the closer they station you to the center of the walls. And now obviously we see with how that noble acted, and him telling Pixis, the commander, telling him like, hey, don't go, you gotta protect me, the soldiers are expendable, it's fine. I'm assuming that's sort of the game plan or the system that's put in place. They take soldiers, they're really, really good, bring them closer to the inside of the walls so that they can protect the higher ups. And so obviously everybody who gets put on the outer walls, more and more outer, they get treated not as well. And so they don't get the same treatment in terms of protection, security, access to shelter, food, you name it. The city that Eren and Mikasa and Armin grew up in, by default, that is just a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad Judy Moody type of like build. You know what I mean? Like any architect would look at that and be like, hey, yo, this is messed up, because why are they like this little this little like semicircle ring that's literally outside of Wall Maria that is used to attract Titans as a way to distract Titans so that it doesn't break. They don't break Wall Maria. That's mad. They're using people to protect people, but in a way that's not fair, that's not equal, and it's kind of gross. So yeah, more world building. That is an interesting little world. Yeah, so next episode we'll see how they handle that to the best of their ability. Next episode is going to be crazy because this episode was crazy and it ended on a high note too. So I feel like we might get a string of back to back like strong, emotionally charged episodes for the next maybe 2-3 episodes, I want to say. But yeah, that was insane. What? Oh man, jeez. I can only imagine when this episode came out, people must have had a field day. They were like, yo, because this had me on the edge of my seat. I think this episode is amazing, and I think this anime does a really great job of doing that, of establishing its tones and then shifting it and playing with its levels and its dynamics. This was killer. This was so good, man. That was insane.